They were there. The warning signs were all there, on camera, on live stream, in the words of the people closest to him. And one by one they were missed, or seen and helpless, or noticed too late. Matt Brown, star of Alaskan Bush People, died on May 28, 2026. He was 43 years old. His body was recovered from the Okanogan River in Washington state by his brother Noah and a private search team. And the story of what led to that river, told through years of public struggle, a May 10 live stream that sent viewers into crisis mode, and the specific, devastating testimony of the people who watched him disappear, is one of the most painful chronicles of warning signs ignored that reality television has ever produced. Let's start with the most recent warning, the one that arrived 3 weeks before his death. On May 10, Matt Brown shared a concerning live stream to YouTube in which he rambled and appeared to be carrying a gun. He was on camera, with a weapon, rambling, putting it all on YouTube, the same platform where he had built a following of people who knew his face from 14 seasons of Alaskan Bush People, and who were now watching something they could not look away from. The viewers mobilized. They shared screenshots. They tagged his family. They contacted authorities. They did what people do in 2026 when someone they watch online appears to be in serious trouble. They tried every lever available to them from the outside of someone else's life. The livestream prompted viewer concern. Concern, the word that means we saw it, we felt it, and we had no way to reach through the screen and stop what was coming. And then there are the years that came before that live stream, because May 10 was not the beginning. It was the loudest moment in a story that had been building for a very long time. Matt's brother Bear said he had been struggling for a long time with alcohol and had distanced himself from the family. Struggling for a long time, distanced himself from the family. Those two sentences together tell you everything about what the final chapter of Matt Brown's life looked like. Not a sudden crisis. A gradual, painful, years-long withdrawal from sobriety, from the people who loved him, from the structures that might have held him together. He had been open about his struggles while the show was airing. He went to rehab. He celebrated sobriety milestones publicly. He spoke about the challenges in the way that people speak about them when they are genuinely trying and genuinely struggling simultaneously. Family sources said most of the family had cut contact with Brown several years ago because they could no longer support him amid his ongoing addiction struggles. Cut contact because they could no longer support him. That sentence is not a condemnation of the family. It is the heartbreaking reality of loving someone through addiction. The moment when the people who want most desperately to help are told by every expert and every counselor that continuing to be available is enabling the very thing that is destroying the person they love. They stepped back because they were told to, and then he drifted further, and then the May 10 live stream, and then the river. But wait, let me ask you something. Have you ever watched someone you cared about struggling, clearly, visibly, in ways that anyone could see, and felt the specific powerlessness of not knowing which intervention would help and which would push them further away? Because that is the impossible equation that addiction forces on every family that lives inside it. Do you stay close and risk enabling? Do you step back and risk losing them? Do you wait for them to hit bottom, knowing the bottom might be a river in Washington state? There is no clean answer. There never is. And every family member of Matt Brown who made any of the decisions they made across those years was trying, imperfectly and desperately, to do the right thing for someone they loved. Now the May 28 timeline, because the final hours deserve to be understood. Someone called 911 on May 28 and said he had just spoken to a man sitting in shallow water in the Okanogan River south of Oroville, Washington. When the caller turned away from the man, he heard a sound, turned around, and saw the man face down in the water drifting away with the current. First responders searched but could not find him. A firearm was recovered from the water in the area where the man was last seen. A stranger stopped to talk to a man sitting in a river, turned away, turned back, and saw him face down in the current. That stranger called 911. That stranger did the right thing. And it was not enough, because sometimes the crisis moves faster than any response can. The search was suspended after river conditions worsened. 2 days later, a private search team found his body, spotted by kayakers who noticed his brown jacket in the fast-moving brown water. His brother Noah was among those who helped pull him from the river. The family confirmed the identification on June 1. Noah pulled his brother from the river. Of the entire Brown family estranged, separated by the years of struggle, Noah was the one who contacted the private search team, who showed up at the riverbank, who helped bring his brother home. That is its own kind of grief. The sibling who came back when it was too late to prevent the loss, but not too late to find him. The Brown family released a statement saying, "It is with deep sorrow and heavy hearts that we announce the loss of our beloved son, brother and friend, Matthew Jeremiah Brown. Matt had a huge heart and loved deeply." A huge heart, loved deeply, from the family that had to step back, that could no longer support him in the way he needed, that watched from a distance as the struggle continued. Those words, a huge heart, loved deeply, are not performance. They are what is true. Both things are true simultaneously. A family that stepped back because they had no other option, and a son and brother who had a huge heart and loved deeply and could not find his way back from the place the addiction took him. Alaskan Bush People aired for 14 seasons on Discovery from 2014 through 2022. During his time on the show, Matt was open about his issues with alcohol. 14 seasons, millions of viewers, a family that became a television institution, and a firstborn son who was always struggling against something the cameras could not fully capture, who put his pain on a YouTube livestream 3 weeks before his death and hoped someone would notice. They noticed. It was not enough. He was gone at 43. If you are struggling right now, please dial or text 988. You are not alone, and the people who love you, even the ones who have stepped back, even the ones who seem unreachable, want to hear from you. Rest in peace, Matt Brown. September 18, 1982, May 28, 2026. He had a huge heart. He loved deeply, and the warning signs were there for years in a story that deserved a different ending. Thank you for watching.